Okay, welcome back. This is episode 5 of The Wearing Experience. My name is Alex. Today we'll be talking about 3 high-performing fresh summer scents from XERJOFF. First, we'll talk about Torino 21 from the Join the Club collection. Second, we'll talk about 40 Knots, also from the Join the Club collection, or JTC. And third, we'll talk about MEFISTO from the Kazuma Ready collection. Okay, so first, Torino 21. So Torino 21 is considered as a fresh aromatic fragrance. It's from the Join the Club collection. Torino 21 is a powerhouse, a mint freshie. Beautiful atomizer, beautiful bottle. Torino 21 features notes of lemon, mint. You have basil and thyme in the opening, and then in the mid, you have blackcurrant, lavender, rosemary, and jasmine. And in the base, you have musk and vervain. So what is it like when you wear Torino 21? So of course, when you put it on, you first get that blast of mint and lemon. It just smells sweet and bright and very well balanced. Let's look at the atomizer here. Boom. This is a great, fresh mint fragrance. The citrus feels very natural, very significant, very round. What is it like to wear Torino 21? First of all, I have to say I really love how it lingers in the room, how the mint lingers in the room. Like when you go about your day and you come back to where you first sprayed it. It wears great on these like hot summer days. If it's hot and humid, it's perfect. You'll get great performance out of Torino 21. Easily 6 to 8 hours, if not more. It's a great fragrance to wear anytime you do any type of outdoor activities during the day, or even if you go into work and you want to smell fresh and clean and high quality, because definitely when you wear Torino 21, you could feel how great the quality is. Who is Torino 21 for? I'd say it's for anybody really who wants to smell fresh and clean. Torino 21 is one of those fragrances that I think the younger demographic can enjoy. Even like young professionals or even older folks that enjoy wearing niche fragrances could comfortably wear Torino 21. It's a great fragrance, easy to rock for sure. With Torino 21, you could also talk about things like Sedley from Parfum de Marly, or even Géranium pour Monsieur from Frédéric Malle, or Yuma from Perle Noire. All 3 of these fragrances are comparable to Torino 21 and all feature beautiful mint. But I would say that Torino 21 is still like a great fragrance when you compare the performance, the quality, and the price. It's very, very hard to beat, which is why it's one of the best sellers from XERJOFF. I highly recommend Torino 21. I would rate it a 9.5 out of 10. The only half mark that I would take away from it is that perhaps it's not the most unique, but I would say it's unique in terms of what you get for the money. You really get a beautiful, great fragrance with a beautiful bottle, and as XERJOFF does it, beautiful presentation and great performance. Okay, next we have, again from the Join the Club collection, 40 Knots. 40 Knots is inspired by yacht lifestyle. It's an aquatic, woody scent. The notes of the Join the Club fragrances aren't officially disclosed on the XERJOFF website. So on Fragrantica, people talk about the perceptions of the notes. So what do we have here in 40 Knots? Okay, so woody notes, cedar, salt, sea salt, and green notes. When you smell it, and I think a lot of you who own this fragrance or who have smelled this fragrance could attest to this. Even when you first smell it from the atomizer, you have this kind of weird, salty, like powderiness. And once you apply it, you definitely get like that aquatic sea salt vibe. Can I say that? Can I say sea salt, aquatic sea salt vibe? And then it gets into this like ambery territory. Matter of fact, a lot of people in the fragrance community compare it with this guy here. This is my mini, because I don't yet own a bottle of Ambre Nuit from Dior. So Ambre Nuit is a beautiful amber fragrance. But folks, I get probably like 3 or 4 hours performance with Ambre Nuit. Still though, I love it, and still though, because I have so many beast mode long-lasting scents, I'll probably get around to purchasing it. I have Ambre Nuit here in this atomizer, because the minis do not have an atomizer. I could see how people think they're similar. I'd say Ambre Nuit is much fresher in the opening and more like rosy than 40 knots. I'd say probably after the first 45 minutes, let's say half an hour, 45 minutes in of wearing 40 knots, it gets kind of close to what Ambre Nuit does. I think they both do their own thing. I could see how people compare them. There are similarities, but very subtle similarities. What is it like to wear 40 knots? 40 knots, the longevity is beast. It's very long lasting. It's also strong. The sillage is really strong. I've gotten many compliments when I've worn 40 knots, and it's a type of fragrance that I'll wear out when I'm going to like an event outdoors or to a club in the summer when it's really hot. And I often have positive feedback from the people around me, people I meet, people I go out with. Everyone seems to enjoy the smell. Who is 40 knots for? 40 knots is for basically anyone who wants to smell fresh and wants to have that kind of aquatic, salty, slightly woody vibe, and just have a great, long-lasting, fresh scent. The demographic of 40 knots is pretty close to the demographic for Torino 21, except it's not as mass appealing. I think from the wearer's perspective, like the younger demographic, probably be more leaning towards something like Torino 21, I think, than 40 knots. And I think that a lot of people that are curious about 40 knots, I would say definitely like sample before you buy, because it's not for everybody. And you might have to wear it a bit before you decide if it's for you or not. Okay, so this brings us to our third fragrance from MEFISTO, from the Casa Moretti collection. First of all, beautiful bottle. I'll tell you more about the Casa Moretti collection, its heritage, where it's from. And I think one thing people never really mention is how big the Casa Moretti bottles are. Like, look, this is 100 ml and 100 ml of both, and look at how much bigger the Casa Moretti bottle is. So same cap as the Join the Club collection. The difference is you have this like little thing here. And quickly said, right away, what's gonna set MEFISTO apart from the two other offerings, it's just a more mature scent. So this one also features some of the same notes that we described earlier, except this one I think is described as a fresh woody fragrance. So MEFISTO from Casa Moretti features in the opening bergamot, grapefruit, and lemon from the Amalfi Coast. So it's a very natural smelling lemon that's unique to the Casa Moretti collection. Then in the mid, you have floral notes. So in the mid, you have lavender again, except this time with rose and iris. And you could definitely smell the rose and the iris in MEFISTO. It gives it kind of a round smoothness that's really unique to this one. And then in the base, it features sandalwood, cedarwood from Virginia, and amber. Right, so yeah, right away when you smell this one from the atomizer, you kind of get the woodiness. You get some of the, I guess, floral accords. So let's spray this one. Boom, boom. Atomizer is the same with the 3. Excellent. So yeah, so MEFISTO is definitely more mature, more understated, but with the same freshness. So of course, you don't have the mint that you have in Torino 21, and you don't have the sea salt C notes that you have in 40 knots. This one is just as citrusy as Torino 21 and more woody than 40 knots. So the experience of wearing this one is going to be more smooth. It's more classic. It's for a more mature audience or for younger people who want to be more formal. So perhaps something like this could wear better at work. It could wear better in conservative environments, and it could smell more mature and more well put together. Another thing I think is important to mention is that a lot of people will compare MEFISTO with the Silver Mountain Water from Creed. The difference being that with MEFISTO, you get much better performance. You'll get better projection and better longevity by far, and better price point too. The XERJOFFs, the Eau de Parfums are all priced very reasonably for the quality of the juice that you're getting. So that's a definite plus with these three fragrances. They're all great fragrances, quality price-wise, and I highly recommend all three. Sincerely, it's just a matter of finding which one works best for you. Do you need all three in your collection? It depends. They're not redundant, but we're kind of switching the dial from fresh aromatic, which is Torino 21, to woody oriental, which is 40 knots, to fresh woody, which is MEFISTO. So, I don't know, you can maybe do with these two, or these two. I think when it comes to MEFISTO and 40 knots, I would say there could be a bit of redundancy there. So it's probably best that you choose one or the other if you're building your collection. If you're really in love with the like woody, fresh, I guess you could have both. 40 knots is definitely more marine, and then MEFISTO is definitely more mature and floral. And I guess there's another fragrance that I didn't speak about in this video is Renaissance. I don't currently have a bottle of Renaissance. I was supposed to get a bottle early this summer and it was sold out by the time I went to purchase. So Renaissance is also a great fragrance. It also feels to me like a more mature scent. I'll get to Renaissance and Neo in a future video because I haven't rebought Neo yet, and Neo is also a great scent that could easily fit in today's video, since the name of the video is 3 high performance XERJOFF summer freshies. So this has been the Wearing Experience episode 5. My name is Alex. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.